Good morning, guys! Actually, right now, I'm currently at a place called Huashan Creative Park. I actually really want to show you around, but it's raining today, so I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, as you already can tell from the title of this video, it sounds like a pretty heavy topic, right? Like, I'm going to share with you why I no longer feel happy creating content. But let me promise you, it's really not that heavy and not that serious. And I'm going to share with you why today. I want to first ask you a question. If I ask you, like, if you had to choose just one label to associate with me or my channel, what would it be? I'm pretty sure it's going to be language learning, I think. Well, I also associate myself with this label for the past years because this is basically what made my channel successful. Without language learning content, I don't think I could hit 100k subscribers right now. And also language learning contents are also my bread and butter because it usually generates more views. So it means more ad revenues and also more sponsorship opportunities. So basically more money. But currently, I'm in the process of stepping away from this language learning label because I no longer feel happy or excited making language learning content consistently. And I find it interesting that I only realized very recently that just because I like learning languages, it doesn't necessarily mean that I enjoy making language learning content consistently. You know what I mean? I think deep down in my heart, I always wanted my channel to be about my life story, about my journey, my joys, my explorations, my adventures in this world, but also about my reflections, struggles, vulnerabilities, and challenges. But during my content creation journey, there are also so many temptations, distractions, and noises out there. And also, I guess I'm just not brave enough. And I still feel scared, sharing my vulnerabilities on the internet. I just feel like maybe people wouldn't like it and wouldn't like the true me. That's why I ended up kind of just put myself or even trap myself in those labels or in a box that I feel comfortable and also what others think are good. But I don't think it's really something that I'm happy really doing it. To put it simply, my channel is just a human being, if that makes sense. It's not a crafted persona. It's just me. Well, so as a human being, it's impossible to always feel happy or always feel like I'm living my best life, right? So if you have been following me for a while, you probably already noticed that I try my best and I strive to show the full pictures of me, not only the highlights or when I'm like happy, but also my struggles and vulnerabilities. Sometimes it can be really hard to share that part of me because you just don't know what will people think of you, and you're basically sharing your weaknesses, I guess. Anyway, that what you see on my channels are basically what I'm going through or what I'm reflecting on at that moment. And if it's not on my main channel, for sure it's on my podcast. Isn't this hall wall just like super cute? Like this door and this like thing for, I think it's for putting in alcohol or rice. I'm not so sure. And anyway, and also this like bottle, and it started to rain again. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna talk still like under the rain. Let's do it. Also, as a human being, it's impossible to always stay the same, right? Our interests, likes, dislikes, our goals, and our styles just naturally evolve. So it's more than natural to have changing interests and also want to try different styles. But on YouTube, people usually expect consistency. So if, for example, if a person subscribed to a travel content channel, all this person expect and want to see is probably just travel content. And the same goes for like beauty, oh my god, lifestyle, language learning, true crime, etc., etc. The rent is getting heavier and heavier. This is just how YouTube works, and by sticking to one genre increases your chance of success. But I don't think it's the only way to succeed on YouTube. At least I hope it's not, because by following this formula, I don't think I could truly stay true to myself, and this is not really what I want on my channel. Okay, I need to, I can't do this anymore. This rent is too heavy. I want to contribute to the internet, the society, or even this world in my own way, in a way that I find truly meaningful, that I find passionate about. Recently, I listened to an interview with Dr. James Hollis, and his words deeply resonated with me. They just like articulated my feelings and struggles so well. I think for the most part of my life, I haven't been a good listener to my soul, which is the metaphor for the organic wisdom of that natural being that I am. I actually don't blame myself of doing that, because all these like societal pressures, expectations, and noises can be really overwhelming. So as a result, I've chased goals that weren't truly mine. So even after I reached a certain milestone, like got accepted to top law schools or passing 100K subscribers, I didn't feel genuine happiness. I actually felt kind of empty. Just to clarify, like I'm very proud and I'm like really happy to pass 100K subscribers after putting all this effort in. But I just realized that when my success doesn't really align with what my soul wants, what my soul values, it's still kind of empty. I don't know if it makes sense. It became so philosophical in the sense that I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. From time to time, I will get comments asking for more language learning contents, or comments saying that my older videos are better, I looked happier before, I had better ideas before. Well, I really appreciate people taking the time to leave messages under my videos and also letting me know what they think. But receiving this kind of content at the same time also kind of, it hurts a little bit, because I feel like maybe people only like a version of me. Maybe they only want to see this aspect of me, this version of me. And I totally understand that. After you've been on the internet for a while, people started to form like their expectations on you, to expect like a version of you, to think that that's you. But I am the only one to know whether that version of me actually speaks to me, or it's like actually me, if that makes sense. When my subscriber count rises because of my language learning content, I actually have mixed feelings about it. Well, on one hand, I'm really happy. I really appreciate that. But on the other hand, I also feel a sense of heaviness, like another layer of expectations to keep producing language learning content was again added on me. Hi! I'm gonna take you to a really cute bookstore/cafe right now. Here we are. It's over there. To succeed on these competitive and saturated platforms, I think there's a tendency to productize ourselves. You know, just like turn ourselves into this content making machine, or to craft a specific persona of ourselves. But for me, that way is exhausting and suffocating. Well, it's like really scary to just like present my full and authentic self on the internet. You know, just like what I said, people might only like a version of me. I think that's the only way I can find peace in my heart, in my soul. And oh gosh, I just got bitten by mosquitoes. It's so itchy right now. I'm dying. I'm definitely not feeling peaceful at this moment because it's so itchy. Oh my god. I hate mosquitoes. Hi guys, so I just entered into a restaurant, a very famous Taiwanese cuisine restaurant. It's actually very famous for its bubble tea. It's called Chun Shui Tang. But anyway, I'm going to have like an early lunch. And it's raining outside, so perfect to stay inside. Look at this, my noodles is here. Oh, it looks so good. It smells so good. And my bubble tea is here. Look at this. So, lastly in this video, I want to talk about labels that I mentioned briefly in the beginning of this video. So, in different stages of our life, we will have different labels on us, whether we actually put those labels on ourselves or the society or the people around you put those labels onto you. For example, being a student, employee, entrepreneur, good student, good daughter, good son, a pessimist, an optimist, someone that is ambitious or good looking, fat, skinny, things like that. And I just want to say that the process of taking down the old labels, when you realize it no longer serves you, it no longer speaks to you, this process can be really difficult because you're basically jumping out of your comfort zone by doing that, right? Putting on new labels is also hard work. However, I think another thing that is really challenging is when you don't even know what kind of labels you can put on yourself. Like, you can't really identify yourself in any group that because either you feel lost, you don't know what to do, and you're not so sure after you take off your old labels, what kind of new labels you want to put on yourself. And I would say that I think it's totally okay not to have any labels on you. I want to have a sip of bubble tea. I think labels can be a double-edged sword. It can be really good because it helps you to identify yourself with a group, and also it helps you to better understand yourself that, okay, I'm this kind of person, I'm doing this thing. And it will also helps you to, I guess, to set goals in your life, I guess, if you really identify yourself with that label. But it can also be very harming if you realize that this label no longer speaks to you. It no longer speaks to your heart, your mind, your soul, and etc. It can be really suffocating. It is totally fine to not have any labels if you feel lost and don't know what you want to do. If you are in this kind of situation, you can try a lot of things. Go try a lot of things, like go out, meet people, join activities, or if you can afford it, you can go travel. But if you cannot, it's totally fine as well. Like, by doing a lot of different things and just do whatever you want to do in your life that probably you don't have time to do before, or even crazy and stupid things. I mean, of course, I'm not saying that you should do like illegal things or things that will harm others. Of course, not like that, but you know what I mean. Like, in this process of doing all these things, you might find the new labels that you identify with. And that's how I did it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why do I keep repeating my thank you? Oh my god, what am I doing? Like, it's kind of slightly awkward to film myself in like a restaurant, like because there are kind of a lot of people around me. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, for watching. If you watch all the way to this point, wow, I really appreciate that. I'll see you again in the next video. Okay, bye bye, bye bye. I'm gonna keep having my lunch and my bubble tea. This one. Bye bye.